the back looks horrible, but you're not gonna see it. So I think we're about ready to move on to the final part, which is gonna be the mask. Before we do that, I'm actually gonna take a look at the helmet and the mask together. The goggles, I mean. So you can see how they come together. I think that's looking quite nice. Resolution is a little bit high on these, but I have more curvature to support. But maybe we could go ahead and do stuff like that if we really wanna save on the poly count a little bit. I'm probably gonna make some small adjustments at the end if I feel like doing it. I think we still have quite a lot of work to do on the mask. Let's go group by group. So mask 1. Still getting a little error. Equal to low group. It's okay, you can ignore that. So we got nothing in mask 3 at all. So I guess we should just start with the mask 3 one. That's gonna be a painful one to do. Maybe we should start with mask 2. See, what do we have here? Okay, so we have some things hidden. Okay, let's start here. So just like we were doing with the mask, we don't take this one and make it live. Because right now if we try to adjust anything, I think I'm even gonna crash my Maya. Nope. You can see it's just impossible. So instead, first disable it. Let's go make some adjustments. Make that fit better. Just pivot and rotate that place a little bit. See if we have UVs already for this. That's good. Again, last time I touched this stuff was like months ago. If you're not getting a good selection, like here you can see it's really changing the shape. Instead we can just take a whole edge. You can see that the foam's way better now. Over here it's really close, so I should probably combine that all together eventually. It's gonna be a little bit of pain though. And I think that's one of the biggest things to take away from this course. Soft selection is amazing for retopology. I think without soft select I would absolutely hate doing anything related to 3D. I'm really trying to get as close as I can, so we can pretty much just snap everything right on with the live surface. Actually, this has enough distance to not merge it up together. Over here I think it's also okay. It's just this area it should be merged up if we want to be really clean with our low poly. Maybe I'm gonna be a little bit lazy. It's the good part from personal projects. If you really don't feel like doing something, you can be a little bit lazy and try to get away with not doing it. Which you can also do at work, but maybe someone will catch you and say, hey, you have to. Again, make sure to save very often. You don't want to lose any work. Sometimes when you move like weirdly with soft select, it's because you have the look. Now go to the left, it's going to the right, it's because I'm on component. Sometimes it can cause some issues. So be aware of that. I think they might be merged up together. Take a look. So yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of a hard time right here. So I think that's close enough for now. Then when we do our test bake, we're gonna see if we want to spend some time merging that area up into one geometry piece. If the bake's gonna look good, I'm gonna ignore it. So you can see that was pretty fast. Which is what we like. So let's see, mask to low group. Those pieces are done. I'm gonna hide them. This piece is done. I'm gonna hide it. Let's also hide the lows. Just help you visualize a little bit better what still needs to be done. Then we have these two that need to be done. And I'm 100% sure when I did them, I made the actual low poly. So they should be somewhere, and let's see if I can still find them. I can pause the video for a little bit. So good news, I found the most painful part to do the low poly of. So that's good, we don't need to redo that one for sure. Because I really didn't feel like doing that one. That one's pretty annoying as well. So even matching the position still. Let's take a look at the UVs. Okay, so we didn't do the UVs yet. Or maybe we did, but we lost them. So the quickest way to do UVs is always gonna be automatic. Preview your hard edges. Adjust your hard edges. Again, every hard edge is just gonna be a UV cut. Do it a little bit different. So like this. Everything now that's a hard edge should be a UV cut or a UV seam. Or bevel. Let's select everything, make it plainer. I'm gonna take some of these out. Let's just use soft edges. Give them a bevel instead. I think this will wrap fine. Take a look. Select the hard edges. And here we need to make a cut, UVs. Get a height body in here. Just gonna hide all the masks. I'm doing this to kind of see the best place to put a UV seam. That will be this edge. I'm gonna hover my mouse over it so I know where it is. So I think here we're gonna see it at the very least. And cut. See how that's unfolding. Yeah, a little bit strange. So first take these, pull them straight. Pull these at the bottom straight as well. Yes, it's okay. They look a little bit strange, but they definitely work. Now to fix the shading, we can either bevel them or hard edge them. I'm gonna choose for the bevel. Again, if you're on a very tight budget, to be careful with adding too many bevels. Just adding bevels easily one of the easiest ways to ramp up the poly count. We got this little piece left. Not sure if this is gonna bake down well without a hard edge, but we can try. Just gonna put this one in here for the shading. And then one more here for the shading. Same idea as adding a bevel. just this piece left. It's gonna be a nightmare if we cannot find it. So I found it, and the only thing that we have is after the subdivide. So yeah, that's some terrible organization on my part. Good news is this is something we need to adjust anyways, because we're gonna merge this all together. And for this piece, I'd really like to have it. I'll try to bring this into Zbrush. So what happens if we reconstruct? So we can do that once. Guess this is a little bit more workable. So we can delete that. Maybe we can make this work. I don't have too much hope. I do have a little bit. Okay, so far it's not looking too bad. It was basically a very painful lesson from me to you, to show you how important organization is. This could all be easily avoided with a little bit more of a structured workflow. But again, it's not impossible to recover work. As you can see, we can still do it. It's just going to be a little bit painful. And it's not a good way to work, because it's annoying. It's going to cost you a lot of time. But still better than totally redoing the retopology from nothing, in my opinion. So again, we don't need a bevel at the back side. So now, just gotta fix the edges up so we don't have all these n-gons. Just gonna remap those UVs. Maybe that's the best way to just collapse. And collapse. You can see what shading does. So yeah, let's go and do that. I think we still have 3 edges here. Sorry if this is a little bit boring to watch, but again, you can just speed up the video to 2 times, or if you don't want to watch this part, just skip over it. I do like to keep it in, because I hate when I watch anything, if they skip like a big thing and suddenly they have this thing and they don't show you the steps, which is very annoying to me. Used to watch a lot of tutorials when I was just starting out, and man, all the time they would show like a very little part, and then they say, oh, now we can apply what we learned to everything, blah blah, and bam, out of nowhere they got all this stuff, and I'm just stuck like, oh, I don't know how to do it. So that's kind of the reason why when I make stuff I like to keep everything in. I'm sure there's some people that appreciate it. If you don't want to see it, you can just skip ahead. So yeah, I think that's everything pretty much fixed by now. Get rid of some of these unnecessary edges. Soften everything out. Let's start unwrapping this piece. So we can get rid of that. I'm not sure if we can collapse this together. See what shading does. Yeah. Let's do a small piece for testing purposes. I don't like how that's looking. A little bit of an error going on here. That's good. I think that should unwrap fine. Unwrap's looking good. Don't really think we can get rid of that baffle without destroying the shading. We can try one more time. So hard an edge. Let's see. So we'd have to do something like that. Just gonna leave leave it in. It's not the most optimal, but it's not too bad. We also see this piece from this angle. Yep. So cannot optimize that too much. This baffle's very tight though. I prefer to have that be a little bit less tight. But because of the way we made, it's gonna be a pain, I think. Maybe you can just take all of this. Just selecting everything. I don't think so. So it goes up until there. I'm just gonna leave the baffle like this. Try to see if we can pull this straight. It's a little shading error. So that shading error is a little bit less visible. Still quite pronounced. So we can merge the baffle up a little bit earlier. Get rid of that. Try to copy this piece. Actually, let's copy it. So I don't know this one. Go ahead and delete this one. It's a little bit too slow to work with. Just too many things open. Don't remember which one you should work with. Let's just take all of this. It's a bit high, so let's copy, paste, delete hidden. I just re-apologize that. And one thing to note before we do this, it's going to be a very small thingy. Like we'll never be closer than this at the most. So really don't need to capture every shape perfectly, like this and this. So if we want to, we can be a little bit lazy. I'm gonna hide this one. Just delete this one, because we already have it. Not sure what this group is. We're going to do this with you. By doing this with you, we can keep our read very clean and tight. So I'm kind of trying to think in volumes, because we're going to cut this piece out. Just have like a bounding line. We can do the right view. Catch that. Catch that. We just cut away. Something like that. One thing that's important to note, I'm keeping those in for now. Look. Let's delete this now. Delete. Actually, we can still use that. Like that. See this pretty different way of retopologizing stuff. I think it's a pretty cool way. Can be kind of refreshing as well. Tackle retopology in a different way sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and merge those. And that's so we can even work with symmetry now. can see this seemed pretty annoying to do at first, but it's not too difficult. So our symmetry filled this. It's okay. I can adjust this a little bit. Go ahead and add a little bit more resolution. Remember, this is a very small piece, so we don't need to capture all the detail, just kind of need to put it in here quickly. In a little bit, we're going to use a technique that we learned on the mask, merging two different meshes again to merge the piece that we did earlier. So now we can edit the edge flow a bit, make it all look very nice and rounded. Like the secret trick to getting nice topologies, edit edge flow until everything is nice and round. This just evens out the space in between. Then we can take all this component and pull it straight. And let's connect. See, this looks pretty damn clean, so that's good. This part, click fill hole. See if we can get rid of this black area, stuck in this. Let's try again, fill hole. Same got that job. That's right, so let's connect. Ah, we have that backside stuff here. So now just add one on the back, delete it. Now it should also let us connect. Nope. So we're gonna do this by hand a little bit. Now it should go without issues, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and split that. So let's round that out. Like that's matching pretty close. This one. Push it down. Not sure why it's going to switch back to fit. Let's try resetting. I think we went the wrong component out. So for now this is good enough. Now we need to worry about merging the two pieces together. We can see this piece, make a new cut, go to edge slide, just match that up. Just like we did with the mask. See, it's pretty similar, just gotta touch it. And I think this is a pretty nice way of making complex meshes. Because we start off really simple with a cube. You can see in that like 10 minutes we have this more complicated shape that we can merge even more complicated things to. Before we move any further, let's also make sure to bring this piece to the same amount of work like the other. So we're gonna put in our hard edges and UVs. It's okay. So now we delete this. So that's looking good. Now over here we need to repeat what we did. Done on our wireframe. So what's important is that we put a vertex everywhere where there's one over here. Sometimes you have to get pretty close. This doesn't need to be perfect. Just try to get it as close as you can. I think you can also try to automate this a little bit by using booleans. I don't really like using booleans. It's pretty unpredictable what it's gonna do exactly. For that reason I just kind of prefer to do it by hand. We have some extra points that we don't need. Any point we don't need, we need to merge together with points we do need. With points I obviously mean the vertices. Let's see. I think this is very planar, so we should be fine putting in very long triangles without messing up the shading, I think. And if not, we'll scuff in a little bit. Enough to not mess up. Now, because I don't want to mess this plane up, because right now it's really flat. Let's also make sure it's super flat. Just gonna take all these, scale it on the component. You can see it changed a little bit. Just gonna ensure the shading to be very nice. So because now we have a very flat thing that I don't want to mess with, just gonna make a new cut. Cut this all away. So now mesh, combine, history. Now we can literally just bridge it. Oh, we can't bridge. So if you can't bridge it, it means that you probably missed a point somewhere. So we can just kind of go one by one. So here we're having some problem. Here you can see that we missed a point. Now this should all merge up well. Now we can delete this extra edge that we put. Just soften this out and move and seal. Go ahead and get rid of this hard edge. Apply the same material. Then to keep the shading correct, let's add an extra edge. So it's looking pretty good. Now you can see we have a pretty nice complicated shape going on. So now let's work a little bit more on it. Gonna make this live. Let's get everything back. The Zbrush. Let's get this piece in as well. So the way we're coming out with topology, we can just kind of see what lines up nicely. Stuff like this. I'll get rid of that extra edge. We'll put it back later. You can see how every other edge is just lining up nicely. Take a look at this. I think there's more than enough detail. We don't need to cut all the other things in. Shouldn't have softened that out. Let's go ahead and put that edge back. And let's call it done for now. Magnetic, live, however you want to call it. And bevel. Just keep that shading correct. Messed up. So this can get quite messy with overlapping geometry to fix. That's why we tackled it in a really simple way with a cube. And slowly adding more and more detail. And do that trick where we do the edge parameter to select everything. Now let's bevel. Let's take all that and just scale it, snap it. Maybe push it back a little bit and make a soft edge. So we can do two edges to edge parameter and soften. I think that should work fine. We've got to merge this up together. What's happening here? That's pretty annoying. So we totally forgot to cut here. So we're gonna have to do a cut all around here, which is gonna be a little bit of a pain. So I think those were all the pieces that we had. Let's go ahead and take a look. Mask 2. Hide that. So we have one piece too many. That's the one that we deleted earlier. Let me just re-add that. So that was this piece. So let's see. Now we should have everything. So we didn't do that part yet. Let me just quickly see how that adds up to the rest of the mask. It's going in like that. Okay. Let's do that. That shouldn't be too difficult. Just take this. So first we should match this up a little bit closer. Nah, already okay like this. Just over here. Amazing. I hate when Maya does this. But don't fear, soon enough artificial intelligence will fix everything. But until then we still gotta deal with this stuff. Imagine how nice it would be if we had like an artificial intelligence modeler that just knows that this vertex needs to go there. I just click, 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 and just pops everything in place. I think a lot of people are kinda fearing AI for stealing all the jobs, but can also bring a lot of nice things to make our lives easier. So let's hope for the best. Like imagine if that just automatically knew where exactly to go. It'd be so nice. adjust this all, make it straight. Which could say is my fault for not building the height poly with more construction, so I could have kept the low. But we're gonna ignore it. Also, I'm pretty curious if people are actually watching the whole thing. Just kinda skip through it. So if you're listening, my favorite vegetable is a red pepper, but has to be uncooked. And just let me know down in the comments which vegetables your favorite. I'm curious if there's gonna be like one guy who's gonna actually comment it. Actually, I think we can do that a little bit more straight. If we just extrude, then we change the component. Yeah, way nicer. Go ahead and fix those UVs. So those are split. Doesn't take up a little bit less space, which makes sense. Go ahead and straighten some stuff out. So easy way to select, just take this to face and grow. I'll now shift it's not the arrow key, but like the point key, I guess, to the right. Not sure how to call that key. So let's try straightening out. Feel like it's crashing my Maya. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So not only did that take like 10 minutes, it also did a horrible job. So let's just do it by hand. And I like to have straight UVs like this. Just gonna be a little bit easy to pack. Sometimes it can be a little bit easier to get a clean bake. But I only do it on things where the distortion doesn't really matter. Like this is gonna be a rubber-like material. It's not really gonna have any important details. So if there's a bit of stretching in the UVs, that's fine. It's kind of up to personal preference though as well. But straightening UVs can help with a lot of little things. Can also make the maps a little bit better sometimes. And also just makes your UVs look more professional, I guess. Let's take a quick look at the distortion, if it's too much or not. So that's all okay. Maybe it's a little bit much on top. Let's see how that looks if we just... No. That's strange. Ah, it's okay like this. Take a look at the checker. I hate this built-in checker. Should be way smaller. So if you can see here, we don't get too much stretching. Just a little bit, but you're not gonna notice it on a rubber material. one should be merged together. Let's take a look where the seam is. And man, we made this still pretty high in pop count. Again, all up to you what you want to achieve with your project. So that all looks fine. Go ahead and work a little bit on shading. So right now if we soften this, see this becomes super soft. Move this one up a little bit to try to match the bevel of the actual high. It's looking a lot better. I feel like we are missing quite a lot of volume if I look to this point. See how that really switches. Let's go ahead and push that out. I think that's a little bit more accurate. Again, doesn't need to be perfect, but just can try to capture it at least. And let's soften out again. Yeah, we captured everything. That seems to be a little bit too short. I think going into something else. Yes. And now it should just be mask 2. Hide the high. That's hidden. Got a test bake going on. Ugh. Let's see which one has an issue. So I think it's gonna be that one. Yeah, we've got to add back thingies. The rest seems to be fine. Maybe this one as well. Yeah, that one. Let's have a look. Something going on there. I think it's one of those. Nope. Not sure why it doesn't let us. So fill. So most of the times you can fix stuff like that pretty easily just by doing that. Don't want to do that. So right now we have non-manifold. No, we don't. Just switch the seam over here. It's going to be a little bit easier than having it there. So that should fix it. Perfect. So before we do a test bake, we have to fix this thingy right here. honestly looks like a pain. Let's see, how can we make this more easy? Okay, we can do this. Mesh. Edit mesh. And extract. And this piece as well. So that's just going to separate the selected faces. So now we can hide that. Now we can just really easy see what's going on. Actually, we could have done that more easily by just going into solo mode and making the selection. But it's okay. Let's just do it like this. Yeah, we can do everything in 3D in 1,000 different ways. It's part of the fun. I definitely thought this would be a bigger pain, so that's good. So now let's take this one again, delete. Let's try to get this all right the first time. Make sure that triangle's a little bit less stretched. Now again, this one's super planar, so we can draw pretty straight long triangles without a problem in shading. At least I think. Yep. So now let's go here. Gotta figure this mess out. I think it's just this group. So let's mesh, combine, and history. And now we shouldn't forget merging this all up together. So we have a hole. That's a hole, and that's all together in a little bit. So merge vertices. Be careful that's not too low, that's merging the bevel together. As you can see, 0.01, messing with the bevel. So add an extra 0. So that doesn't mess with the bevel. See if it's merging well. Nope. This is just kind of playing with these values. I think we can push it all the way to like 9. Actually, we can't. Leave that 6. can merge this by hand. It's pretty easy to miss a vertex here, so do be careful. You can select the loop to make sure everything's merged. I think we have to do a little bit of fixing on the UVs. Yeah, this one should be together. That's all. So we have some non-manifold. Usually this the stuff kind of fixes itself once you reapply mapping. You can see that's exactly what it does. So because we did extract the faces, kind of messed it up. So now we can do a new one for the mask again. New export. Just gonna unhide all of them. So empty the script editor by clicking these. Mask 1. Export. And remember, we have to do them one by one because they're gonna be their own baking group. So we need them separated. Even though it's empty, I'm gonna do the export so everything's set up. Again, eventually we're gonna have some buttons here to export different texture sets. So you don't need to worry about it anymore. Mask. Because doing this every time is just it's a waste of time. You gotta delete them and it's gonna be a mess. Here you can see I still have some buckles or something. Buttons. Again, let's take a look at mask 2. This is the stuff that we worked on. I think we just laid the UVs out. Nope. So now everything's laying out. Things are really heavy. If this was for game, for sure I'd delete all those and then yeah, I think I'd also do something like this for every other one. If I was working on an actual project for like a nice cinematic looking render, I really want to have that roundness. Actually, you could make it like very low. Like this. And the mom said you can give a subdivision. That way you can still have a nice render and a low model. So let's export again to update the UVs and make save. One thing I do want to do, I think it was on this one, paint offset, yeah, just gonna clear that. Because we're gonna change the UVs. And I'm gonna forget about it. Just gonna mess up the bake somewhere. So this is looking amazing. To make it a little bit more clear, I'm just gonna hide the other groups. So again, here we have our stuff. See, here we have the transformation error again. So let's freeze transforms, export, and now it's fixed. So let's do a bake. right away. It's all looking pretty good. Got a little projection error right there. But again, that's for later to fix. Most curious about this area. Yeah, that looks fine. I probably won't go through the trouble of merging that together. Again, this house should be done properly, merged together and stuff. If you really want, you can apply like a little bit of cloth simulation to this area. But we're gonna be a little lazy. There's also gonna be automating the plugin, applying materials and bakes. It's a nightmare as well to do all the time. Looks a little off there. It's close enough. I think we have too much resolution here. Like all these should be gone. Let's take a look. Yeah, our poly is basically less resolution than a low, I think. Check that a little bit more close. Get a high resolution mesh in Maya. Oh no. So yeah, we don't have the high poly. I'm gonna go ahead and look for that. So it was hidden, stupid mistake. Alright, now we have it. Take a look, it's a little bit too high. Get rid of this one and put this one in. Yeah, let's really take a look what's happening. So pretty much messing up the low as much as we could. Let me explain. So all these ones should be pushed out. Then we can pretty much delete all those. Don't think we need the resolution right there. I'm not sure if we can even see that. Yeah, we can barely see that. Should probably fix the intersection a little bit of that on the low. For this one, let's see. Let me think of the easiest way to do this. I think the easiest way is gonna be to do that. It's actually the most difficult way of doing it. Like this. Yeah, I think that works. Now we can take every edge here. And delete it. Check out the UV. What the hell? Let me just remap. I actually don't want to do that. Look for the seam. So we deleted a seam. I think the other one's more hidden by the mask. Let's just place that back right there. Come on. Yeah, and seams are not too important nowadays with Painter. You're barely gonna see them anyway, but still good practice to kinda hide them. Especially for mid mapping, seams can pop up a little bit more clearly. Not sure why these highs just pop up black when I view the texture. So that looks a lot cleaner already. Let's go ahead and take a look at the difference. Nice. It's also lower, so that's always good. So I think this is all looking fine. So now we can choose to fix this all up, or we can do the painful task of starting with this, which we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and do this one. Feel like I made a start on this earlier in the series. Go ahead and take a look what we take from Maya. Oh no, I think when I missed this in the... I think we did in the helmet. Did I keep that? Well... Yeah, I got one right there. So the easiest way to do that is just replace the high. So get the low back on that position. Let's go ahead and start with that. So here I'm gonna delete those. I'm gonna go to Maya, Zbrush. Get one of those. Duplicate. Delete hidden. Actually, we didn't need to duplicate. I'm gonna export this. Maybe we should decimate this down a little bit. Now let's export and delete. We don't need that. And hide. So now in Maya, let's import. So we have this one. Let's hide it for now. Then we take this one. Oh hell no. Yeah, we already had the high in Maya. Great. Alright, ignore that. We can delete that. Was some good preparation on my side for once. like another thingy right here. What's that? It's this one. Okay, so we still didn't organize it too well. It's out of the group. So now let's send pivot. And make a duplicate. Actually, looking back, we shouldn't have deleted the high either from Maya. So let's export, import. So now we just drag this to the mask tree low group. Called Purrple. Got a lot of namespace again. Oof. Never use that, by the way. Only time I use this to delete it. Yeah, okay, so we changed those in size a little bit. I'm just trying to match them as close as I can. It doesn't need to be perfect at all. I think that's pretty damn close though. Just gonna group that so we can scale that. Let's freeze the transform. Otherwise we get some weird rotations here when we rotate. And just like that. So we should take these highs. So we should take these highs. Where's the other one? It's the old one. I've got to duplicate. Okay, so we still need that one. Oh man, that's annoying. Did I really forget that? Mask. Okay. Call this buckle. And this one we duplicate. -1. Freeze transform. And we put this one in place again. You see the journey to a nice 3D model is filled with amateur mistakes. So like that's close enough. Let's delete those. Let's take the highs and export this. This mask 02. We do need to delete them, so let's just export them to Zbrush. So in Zbrush, let's invert that, delete hidden, append or insert, doesn't matter. quite the lowest anyway. Then we import. One thing that's important, that this one's on top, so it takes the name over, otherwise it's gonna be called temp. Merge down. Let's re-export that. That should be mask 0, 3. Just gonna let that run. Now in Maya, we actually need to delete this because we don't want to bake this down. Let's do the same here. The matching. It's not matching too well. How did I look at that? That's really off. I think it looks okay in the bake, I hope. Nope. And that's something that I like to call an issue that we're just gonna ignore, because I really don't feel like fixing that. It's also a pretty minor issue. Like, you're only gonna see it if you look like this, right? From here you can barely see it already. That's an issue that we're not gonna talk about, an issue that we're gonna ignore, and an issue that we're gonna forget. Let's delete those highs as well. I'm pretty sure we don't have any other buckles left. Let me check. Mask. Let's fix that material on the high. It's pretty annoying. Just those two. Yeah. Should be all. Before we need to place another one, we already deleted it. Just checking. So we got this part done. Let's do this ring next. Open a new Maya. Let's open up the message scene that I have. Take a look if we can pull anything from this. So that's phenomenal. Take that one and that one. Ah, nice. You need some cleanup though. Let's take off those. Just gonna remodel that. That looks like pain. Let's paste. Of course. No, literally nothing matches up except for those. Let me try Zbrush. This one we can definitely just take and reconstruct. Paste. One piece at a time. I think I prefer this one. Get rid of that one. See, this one's matching nicely. Let's get the poly count down. It's quite high now. Collapse to get the average between the two. This one I can harden. I think that should do it. Maybe that should open that one. Still pretty high, that's right. That's not those. This buff I'm gonna keep for the shading. I think that's okay, 1000. this piece. So this one's pretty damn high. Let's first start off with deleting some of those rings. And let's try to get a little bit more loops. Instead of just deleting them, I'm gonna merge them. That's odd. It's not doing what I thought it would. This, what the hell? Let me try again. Zbrush. What's happening to my mesh? It's in the high. Alright, I think we can ignore that though. Yeah, ignore that. And again, usually for game I would definitely not bake this down. I would merge this with this piece if I was working on a project. Polycount method. Then this would just all be its own object. And this all just baked down. But for the sake of a very nice render, I'm gonna bump up that poly count. So first let's fix this. So now that should go a little bit better. Again with this ring. That all seems to be working fine now. Go ahead and move this in the actual low. We can actually work with the plugin. So we can toggle between high and low. Actually not gonna delete the ones right there, because those need a little bit more curvature. Try that one more time. Ring. And just like that. It's a little bit more of an acceptable poly count. Again, still not amazing for actual projects. Take this down. Get a very nice render. This is perfect. You can also fake this, by the way, if you want a really nice render. The way you do that is you have your render. Then because you bake this, it's missing some shadow. Then in post-processing, just go into Paint in Photoshop in your render, you do like we paint in a little false shadow. I know we have ambient occlusion for that, but that's not gonna be enough. So this is going pretty fast. And we just got these pieces. Oh no, we're looking at the... Yeah, got more. Still got that one to do. Let's begin with this one. This one looks the least painful. Like always, let's first get rid of the triple bevel. Mask. So we can definitely collapse that down. Save a little bit on that poly count. Do the same thing here. First, 3 edges should always be 2. Collapse unnecessary edges. Keeping these two to still have good shading when we soft. Like this still works. If we were to take these, see the shading comes. Shading still works, I guess. More or less, I don't like how it looks so. So that's fixed. Now the annoying part. I'm gonna have to deal with merging those together. I'm gonna do this the way that we did it on everything. First get rid of these edges. This time also getting rid of the bevel. So that's gonna be a pain if we need to merge things together. I have the least amount of edges to merge together. Let's see. So first of this should fall right in here. This one's gonna be painful. Maybe I'll try a boolean to get away with this one. Yeah, I really don't feel like having to deal with this one. Let me also check out the high. How's that looking? Shouldn't actually go all the way up. Great job on me on doing the high poly. In a way it's gonna be extra painful. This one can go all the way up. That one as well. That one definitely not. Yeah. Probably put it at the same careful as that edge right there can flow over in itself. Alright, let's first get rid of some of these edges. It's not doing an amazing job. Just do it by hand. Up, of course. Don't come out nicely. This one does. That's very odd. Alright. This looks a little bit more manageable, right? So let's think. How can we do this? First, let's see what the bevel gives us. I'm gonna export this. I like doing my bevels in Zbrush. I think we have symmetry. Ah, nice. So we can auto group, split, group split, okay. Should probably delete the symmetry first. So now let's enable live boolean. Let's make this the first one. It should all just be together. This is why I like doing it in Zbrush. It's very easy to make slight adjustments like this. Just feel like Zbrush does a nice job on booleans in general. But still, it's pretty unpredictable. That's why I like doing booleans by hand. I'm probably the only person that does, but I like to put myself through that pain usually. So now let's try and see what it looks like. Go to geometry, live boolean y subtool. Yeah, boolean. Make boolean mesh. Let's take a look. Yeah, great. Alright, let's just do it by hand. That's the reason why I don't like using booleans. It's always a horrible job. It's probably my fault for not setting it up good enough, I guess. Maybe we can try it one more time. Do it a little bit more like that. So to me, this all looks like it should boolean well. And this area, I'm gonna push this in. Gonna have to mess with that afterwards then, I guess. Okay, let's see how that booleans. Again, doing it in Zbrush, pretty nice. Keep everything separated. Just gonna delete that by symmetry. So to me, this looks like we should have a nice boolean. to Zbrush, it doesn't look like we should have a nice boolean. So yeah, just doesn't work, booleans. At least for this purpose. So we're gonna have to go through the painful method of doing this by hand, which I really don't feel like doing. But we got no choice. Probably could have been done with one of these already. We did this from the start. It's not too bad, it's pretty fast. Just wish we could do it on one, you know? We have to do it on like both meshes, which makes it very repetitive and painful to me. So let's just first cut out all of them on one mesh. Also, if you know of a better way of doing this while you're watching this, please let me know. Because the only thing I can think of is to do it by hand like this. And to try a boolean, but the boolean just doesn't work. Like, you can get it to work, I guess, but it's gonna be so much manual cleanup. At that point, it's just better to do it all by hand, in my opinion. So are these together? Let's separate them. So you can see it's really not too bad to do it by hand. We're like 25% there. Weird to me. So I had to delete this. And change the position of this a little bit to line up with that edge. It's gonna make our life a little bit easier. I'm skipping some areas here because I'm already in my mind that I want to delete some of that to merge it together. You'll see in a second. Deleting things I shouldn't. It should be like that, I think. Perfect. Actually, now that I think about it, you could probably bevel this out to first just take away, then add it in by hand. So you do the bevel process, but a little bit more controlled. So now we're basically doing the same. We're just taking this and we're cutting it away. So I'd probably try that next time. But for now, let's just do it like this. We know it works. also know it's a very painful process to go through. I think we have one more, right? Nope. Was that all? I think over here one. Yeah, that one. That looks quite odd. I guess it's okay. I don't think we have to take that away. Yes, we do. One thing that we can do, I think, is just to bridge these things together. Not sure if it's gonna be easier and faster. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Already not liking it, never mind. Do it the way that we do it. The pain slowful way. Not sure why it keeps making multiple points. It's very annoying. It should snap to the edge and then be done. So let's do this one by one. So even if I click, just make more than one. Let me try to reset. See if that fixes anything. Yeah, now it's fixed. Just doing one. So I think it should be like that. Nope. Nice. One done, one left. So readjust this a little bit. So now you can also see why I was cutting away from it. So we can just go here and move things around. That can save us a little bit of work. just making 1 point again. So I jinxed myself. Not sure if that actually creates 2 points. I really think it does, which is ridiculous. Who the hell wants to have 2 points on edge? Yeah, that's stupid. But I guess it's just Maya's way of letting us know that we should have been switched to Blender already. So thank you for the reminder, Maya. I think still a little bit early to switch to Blender. I really don't like the retopology tools that Blender has. It's also a bit annoying that you need to download a plugin for every single thing. It's also coming with a lot of great things though nowadays. Like the geometry node stuff is super cool. And the viewport's amazing. And the license, of course, it's free. Just a lot better than Maya. I think that's all that we have to cut away. Oh, can't even remember if we already did the other one. I hope so, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Ah, nice. I forgot. So now we can basically click this all together, mesh, combine, history.